come with me to give a shower to half of our tribe of kids at the ranch. So I actually was a genius and wanted to use my new microphone, but I forgot to turn it on. Anyway, I started showering Leo, and as you can see, he ran away from me because he doesn't like showers, and we had never done this here. So I was like just trying to be patient. I hadn't lost my patience by then, so it was fine. And I know I could have put his chest collar on, but I was like, we'll see. And because they're pretty usually like okay, but I guess I had only done it in the bathtub, so I wasn't really thinking about it. Anyway, like it was like the best part of the day because yeah, it was hot for me, but they were gonna be okay because they were gonna be cold, and so the sun was gonna help them. And I thankfully found a place where I could be under a little bit of shade. And yeah, I thought I was gonna use that green tub there for some reason, but I guess because I kept thinking about not having like handle thingy on the hose, or I don't even know, but I was like, I might need it. But anyway, I didn't really need it, so now it's just gonna be there for the entire video. But anyway, so I ended up showering Leo, Luna, Leah, and Pantera. And this is because we were gonna surprise my mom in California, and first of all by bringing myself, but then like also bringing all of them. And I didn't want to leave Nando to have to take care of all of them, the big ones and the tiny ones, and also like knowing that the tiny ones are, they can get like objectively they're more quote unquote in danger of the big ones versus the big ones in danger of the tiny ones, because obviously like their size is like tremendously different, and also like the tiny ones require like for us to put them in their side of their house every night. And yeah, so yeah, that's why I'm giving them a shower. I even told them, hey, like I know you're not liking this shower, but you're gonna like the reason why you're having the shower. Forgot to mention that this was actually Leo's first shower after his surgery, and he was really needing it because he was really stinky the whole time. I was like, oh my god, I can't wait until he actually recovers because he needs to shower. So anyway, I'm gonna leave some of this footage at the speed that it is regularly at, and then I'm just gonna speed it up. He was just a good a good a good boy. So there's like, it just looks like I'm massaging him, which it is, and Leah really knows this. That's why she kind of mostly stays, to be honest. But yeah. So at this point we were done, and I was just telling him to wait there because I didn't want him to step on the dirt and then just create mud on his paws. It's just like harder when mud is involved versus dry dirt. So yeah, he just stayed because he knows he's getting dried. They kind of know the drill by now, they're like 9, 10, 11 years old. Then I took him to the little area that I had prepared for them to sit on while they dry a little bit, because the sun really helps to dry their fur fast. So I prepared a little area, so that's where I put Leo, and then I'll show the little area. And I was also like trying to put his collar on so that I could put the leash on and he could stay there. Then it was Luna's turn. She actually followed me all the way there because she didn't know what it was, because they usually don't like it. But once they're like, they behave really well. And so for her, I decided to just, do that with the leash, because I was like, let me just make things easier for everyone. But honestly, I'm not entirely sure with the slip leash, I think that it's called, because it is not like, it doesn't keep the size of their neck. It like literally, as the name says, it keeps slipping open, so it you'll see like Leah and maybe Luna, yeah, like it's like coming off, so it's kind of annoying, but that also allows me to shower them more easily around, like, I guess put the shampoo and everything more easily around those areas versus if they had something tight. And this is where they've been staying. Well, I by this point just Leo. So yeah, he had been watching. And at this point, I'm just trying to clean her head. Well, I don't know if you can hear Brandera whining. And yeah, just be very careful, but also trying to do it well, because they do like to shove their entire bodies onto dry cow poop. And I could honestly still smell, though, cow poop on her face afterwards, which was not very pleasant or sanitary. So I tried to clean it later when she was drying. I also believe I put shampoo on her twice because she was actually really stinky. And I kind of was like out of it when I was showering her. I think I was just thinking about the audio. Turns out, of course, I wasn't recording anything. But anyway, I didn't know that at the time anyway. And so I was like, oh, I don't think I left the shampoo on her for like some minutes before rinsing her. So yeah. I haven't looked this up, but it's so funny to me and interesting how she's like bending her whole body when I rinse her. Then it was Leah's turn, and Leah was just watching the whole commotion. She was just following me. I called her. She was laying under the shade, and I guess she thought I was gonna give her a treat or something. Because usually, like when I call them, I do give them something that they like, or do something that they like, you know. But as you can see from her face, she's not liking it. She already knows what's going on. At this point, I remember that they already know how, like, what position to go into for me to dry them easily. That's in the bathtub though, so I was kind of prompting her to like go on my leg, how they usually do anyway when I wanna like caress them, and when they wanna be petted, they do this. So I guess she was just like, oh, okay, I guess this works. My leg is not the tub, but it works. It was finally Pantera's turn. He was just following me, happy to follow me. I thought he was gonna try to escape, but I guess he thought I was gonna give him something that he liked. Then they were just watching the commotion. Yeah, my back was killing me the whole time, honestly. It was great that I was able to like put some pressure on my knees, like through my knees onto the concrete thingy. But oh my back always hurts when I shower them. So Leo hadn't really spent that much time with Pantera because he had been staying with us inside. So I just let them say hi. He likes his dad. And then I tried to put Pantera on the concrete thingy. He doesn't really like to be like held, like picked up. So I was like, oh, maybe this doesn't make it worse, like make him feel freaked out. But he was doing well. You'll see he's not gonna like the concrete, and he's already not liking it, and that was pretty bad. Kyoto doesn't like to be on the leash. And it's also a weird situation because I almost never put him on a leash while I'm showering him, because he usually just stays, but this is, how you said, like, this is an entirely new situation. So yeah, I'm just trying to go with the flow. So I'm just trying to work with the angles that he's giving me. I knew it was like a bit too close to the phone, but I was like, whatever, man. I'm just trying to get these kids showered. And I was also under pressure because the tiny ones were waiting there, and I was like, I don't know when they're gonna run out of patience and want to roam around. Luna was already running out of patience. Yeah, she was starting to move the metal thing that I attached the leashes to. I was like, I need to get going. I was also trying to have Pantera sit out there for a bit, but I don't remember why I didn't put his collar on. I guess I forgot, or I was just trying whatever worked. But anyway, I was like, let me just take them to the RV, and thankfully I had already prepared, like laid out some blankets for them on the couch so they could sit on, and I knew they would like that because they like to feel cozy after the shower, and then most likely like to fall asleep. So I was like, okay, this is gonna be okay. They're gonna feel okay, and now they're gonna hopefully they're gonna connect the dots that's why I shower them, and maybe that's why they should like showering a bit more, because then they get a little bit of a special treatment afterwards. So yeah, that's pretty much it. This whole entire deal took like 50 minutes, like an hour. My back was really hurting, like it was like cramping every other minute. But it was like a pretty smooth experience overall, I would say. I'm not gonna shower them for the rest of the year, I think, because they need that like layer of whatever builds up for the winter, and they're gonna be outside it now. So that's pretty much how it went when they were all outside dogs. The big ones have never been inside dogs, so and I was just capturing this moment that Leo was like cleaning his pet's ear, and look at he was like enjoying himself. And then I gave them a little treat for being good.